Everyone, for this video, I will be presenting to you the analysis of the story entitled The White Horse of Ali. In this part, let us know the writer's life. Miguel Alvarez Enriquez is a famous author and writer. He is one of the better writers of contemporary Philippine literature in English. He had a meaningful, bold, and realistic writings. Background: he is a novelist, story writer, and he is a Filipino writer and as well as playwright. How old was the writer when the piece was written? He started writing at the age of 20. Let us know the writer's culture. In what place and time what is written? The White Horse of Ali published in 1985. What was going on in the society at that time? The society at that time showcased a strong representation of religious conflict and discrimination. What events and ideas were important? It is to celebrate the Filipino-American Friendship Day. Since the author was born in 1925, the current situation by that time influenced his work. What was the culture of the people at that time? The culture of the people at that time is particularly Spanish and American culture. Let us now proceed with the elements of the story. The protagonist. Ali is the protagonist of the story. Evidence: Ali moved along with the crowd which flowed like a river to the edge of the town where the big parade was to wind up. Ali was brown, but he did not feel that he belonged in the town. He felt pushed and pulled in one and another. It filled him with resentment. Justification: Ali felt bitterness while he is in town and thinks that he is different. The antagonist in the story is Omar. Evidence: the village priest had tried to dissuade him and his brother. It is wrong to kill, but Omar whispered to Ali's ears, "He is getting older in the head. We cannot listen to him." Justification: Omar always dictating Ali of what we're going to do and is always controlling the mind of Ali. The setting of a story happened in a city. Evidence: the day was the 4th of July, the big American holiday, the town with a huge parade. Justification: all the people at that time are happily celebrating the big event. The main conflict of the story is to kill, man versus man, man versus himself. Evidence: Omar said, "Only by killing Ali can wash our shame." Justification: Ali did not want to kill, but because he was afraid to his brother, it forced him to killings. The symbol of the story is the white horse, which means faith. Evidence: Omar said that was what the prophet had promised the faithful, a white horse to ride to heaven, as many chaste damsels or houris as the number of infidel heads he lay before Allah. Justification: the white horse for them symbolizes as reward and honor for killing, and Omar believes that Allah will send a white horse for them to bring in paradise. Point of view. The point of view in the story is the third person omniscient. Evidence: their father had been accused of killing a man he did not kill, and the man who were working for American governor had wanted to put him in prison. Their father had sent a word that he had not killed the man, but the soldiers would not honor his word. Several months ago, Omar decided they should venture out as merchants. They sold their house, their boats and fishing nets, even their rare clothes and their mother's pearls. Justification: the author was able to narrate the story detail by detail. The author really knows everything about the lives of the two brothers. Sad and tense is the mood of the story. Evidence: the crowd scream fear and panic, says everyone shrieks of terror tore out of the man's throat. Everyone is running and escaping from Omar. Justification: everyone was scared and seriously affected of what is happening in the place. Omar looks like a wild horse and a dangerous one. The theme of the story are the following: revenge and pressure, love for parents. Evidence. As he grew up, Omar told him about the American soldiers killed their father without any reason. Omar taught him to be brave and be able to fight against these people because he believes that only by killing could they wash away their shame. Justification. Because of what happened to their father, they're both being controlled with anger. The solution they only know is to take a revenge. The love for their parents pushed them to kill to get justice and wash away their shame. Figures of speech describes as simile. Evidence. Ali moved along the crowd, which flowed like to the edge of the town where the big parade was to wind up. His voice rang out with Ali's ears like a shell horn sending signals to the sailboats on the sea faint and steady, not compelling. His anger was like an octopus in his middle extending tentacles to his throat, to his limbs, to his brains. Justification. I have observed that the paragraph used to compare two unlike objects using the conjunction like. Now, what do you think is the moral of the story? For me, there is no honor and glory in killing. Do not revenge. Have a courage to do what is right. Evidence. The prophet never taught it. He was a man of peace. You will not find favor with him if you do this, the Imam have told them. Justification. We all know that killing is a mortal sin. We are only a human being and we don't have any rights to kill or to discriminate our fellow men. If we had experienced bad things to other people, let's just ignore it or pray for it rather than taking a revenge. Here are the plot structure of the story. The story happened on July 4th in a city with a parade of people where Ali and Omar are planning to kill the people celebrating the big event. Ali saw Fermina in a float and helped the lovely lady to go down when Omar arrived and was about to kill Fermina. Ali kills his own brother, using the razor-sharp blade just to save and protect Fermina, the girl he loved the most. The town spoke about the tragedy happened many days after, but nobody had known Ali. Ali simply do not love his white horse. In fact, he chose to prioritize the girl he loved. Reflection time! The question is, how does the work make me feel? It makes me feel some mixed emotions such as excitement, interest, sadness, fear, and anger. As I read the story, I realize something about the reality of life. What features of the work stand out? We need to respect each other. We don't need to be selfish, and if ever we had experienced bad things to other people, let's just keep forgiving and not to take revenge. Okay, so what happened to me as I read it? As I read it, I feel disappointed of what the governor and soldiers did to the father of Ali and Omar. They really experienced discrimination, unfair treatments to the people during their time. What is the present culture in the place where I am situated? The culture that I am situated right now is more different from the previous culture. Our culture for today's generation had improved. People nowadays can be able to fight for their rights because of the new government laws that can be able to help the people to fight for their rights and seek justice. What events and culture of ideas is similar and relevant in the work's culture? It is similar through celebrating important events, still there is government and society and the love for the parents. Does the work refer to a particular historical event? Yes, it really refers a lot. The story showcased the Filipino-American Friendship Day and this refer as historical event. The people are having the parade that marks as unity. And yes, it is something in the past. So what does the work reminds me of? It reminds me of what is like the history before. What must be I need to develop within myself as a Filipino and how do I handle situations if I were the character in the story. However, this work helps a lot in getting ideas and information from the past. How is it related to the other work's storylines, characters, or other elements? The story wanted to relay important message and moral lessons. Then it showed on how the characters overcome circumstances in life. Also, the elements are organized well and it relates based on a reality of life. And that would be all. Thank you and God bless everyone. Bye bye.